It's Friday night, so you know things are about to get freaky. Welcome to The Freak Show. Here are your hosts, Justin Freakin and a very special friend of Freakin.
Welcome to the Friday Night Freak Show. I have Jason's Society here. Jason, what is going on, my friend?
What is cracking? Good to see you. Good to see you.
We're having some weird issues here with the VOD Ninja. It happened to me last night when I was on with Echoplex. We were watching Fire by Night, one of my favorite shows that they watch over there on Echoplex. So I hopped on to be with producer Dave, and VOD Ninja kept kicking me out. They were doing this song called Don't Say Suicide. This is a show from the 80s. It's like a Christian sketch comedy show. And they'll bring on a musical guest, and the dude his name was like Rick Kua, and the song was like Don't Say Suicide, but it was like this up-tempo 80s pop rock kind of thing. It was weird. But it kept kicking me out. I didn't get to watch the whole video. It kicked me out as we were watching it. But so far so good. We got Jason Society here. Jason, tell the people who you are if they're not familiar with you.
Yeah, my name is Jason Society, Jason_Society on Twitch. I talk about politics and weed, and I host Stonercast on Saturdays at 4:20 p.m. Pacific, 7:20 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Jason_Society.
Politics and weed, that's two of my favorite things.
Yep. Former musician, spent 15 years singing in a metal band, so I talk a lot about music too. So I'm kind of all over the map with shit. But yeah, generally speaking, it's politics and weed.
The chat likes to get me off topic. Talking about music. You say you were a metalhead. What? We've had this conversation on the show several times. How do you define metal?
To me, it's driving. You know, I look for something that's got a bit of aggression in it. You know, it doesn't always have to be super like hard per se. Like for instance, you know, I'd call Tool arguably a metal band, and they aren't, you know, 100% heavy all the time, but the subject matter is dark, you know.
Okay, so see, Tool's one of my favorite bands, but I would classify them as, because I was asked, do you listen to metal? And it's like, I don't think I do, but it depends on how you define the bands I listen to. I think Tool is like a progressive rock band.
Yeah, I would call them prog metal, like
prog metal. Okay. So
same with like Opeth and, you know, Mr. Bungle, stuff like that.
Okay, Mr. Bungle is metal?
Yeah.
See,
I'd call them like for me that's avant-garde metal though. Like it's like they're like artsy, like kind of like you're outside of the box kind of shit. You know, like they don't fit. And even calling them metal, I guess, could be fucking iffy, but like I feel like it's the aggression, the themes, you know, kind of like some of the up-tempo stuff in there. But yeah, you know, I'm loose with the term. I'm not a purist when it comes to it, you know, like you're not going to hear me shaking my finger at somebody if they falsely classify somebody, but yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Mr. Bungle, because like I've said this many times on the stream, I would drop to my knees and suck Mike Patton off for all the hours upon hours of entertainment he has given me if I was to see that man in real life.
Oh yes, he is one of my favorites. As a vocalist, he's by far like one of my biggest influences. You know, I mean, his range is amazing. He has a broader range than Mariah Carey or Pavarotti. You know, I mean, he has the biggest, widest range in the history. Well, in current, with current singers that are out right now, like there isn't anybody that has a broader range that's actually like doing it. So you know that alone sets him apart. Not to mention all the like fucking gymnastics and shit he does with his voice. You know, it's just fucking amazing.
Well, and just like any flavor that you want of music, he's got a band that does it really. You know, if you want some grooving shit to fuck to, go get you some Lovage. If you want some classic 80s, 90s metal grunge kind of deal, go listen to some Faith No More. I don't even know how to classify Tomahawk.
Or Dead Cross, which is straight fucking metal, you know, like Dead Cross is fucking, you know, I mean, who they have, their drummer is Dave Lombardo, you know, so like they're going balls to the wall, you know.
That's the dude from what, Megadeth, or what band's he from?
he's been in a bunch of bands. His big one, I wanted to say was Slayer, but I might be wrong about
But see,
that.
I might be mixing up my metal. The Slayer, the Megadeth, it's all just kind of like, it's noise to me. I'm not there. That's what I would consider metal. And I'm not a metal fan.
Yeah, he was with Slayer.
Okay. Like Iron Maiden, are they metal?
I would call Iron Maiden metal. I'd say to me they kind of fit the bill, you know. The aesthetic and the music and everything, I could see it. You know?
Don't maybe I might have to pull up the video of Bruce Dickinson admonishing the crowd for smoking pot again. That is the most unmetal thing anyone's ever done.
That is very unmetal.
Oh,
I would agree with you on that.
I was so taken aback that like the lead singer of Iron Maiden's like, please don't smoke marijuana at our concerts. I'm like, bitch, I was high as fuck when I saw Iron Maiden.
Yeah, shit.
Granted, I wasn't smoking it in the arena that day. I got my smoke on before I got there. So what do you play?
What do I have? I'm a singer.
Oh, you're
I'm
a singer.
But I play instruments too, you know. It's just like one of those things where like, at least in all the bands I've been in, like it's always like the singer goes to pick up an instrument and they're like, no, you sing. You do not play instruments. Like, what? I can play the drums okay, you know?
I can keep time.
You know, yeah.
I love it.
And fair enough, I can for like, you know, if you want to do a little hip hop beat or something like that, you know, I could do that shit. I play guitar quite a bit though, and I originally learned because my dad forced me into voice lessons when I was a kid. So I learned on the piano. I learned, you know, singing through the piano. So.
Oh shit, yeah. See, I took piano lessons for 9 or 10 years. Cannot fucking play the piano. Just music didn't stick with me. But that's how I got into broadcasting, because, you know, you can't do music, but you can talk. You pretty much do the same thing, you know, be in front of the public, be performing.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's funny because that's one of the reasons I ended up transitioning over to doing this stuff is like trying to find a band and, you know, get all the people together and do the thing, you know, especially as I've gotten older and I'm a parent now, so time is a little different. But you know, I always talked a lot about politics and stuff, and I used to just blow up Facebook. I was always on Facebook fucking talking shit to people, like these dumb fucking rightoids and shit. And one of my friends who you know, knew me from when I was doing music and stuff was like, hey dude, why don't you go like start a Twitch channel and just like go actually yell at other people about politics? And I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, you know, Twitch. And I had no idea what the fuck Twitch was. I didn't know what the fuck a Twitch was. So he kept talking to me about it. And one day I was watching the Dr. Green Thumbs podcast because I love Cypress Hill. So I watch their podcast all the time. And they're like, hey, we're going over, if you want to see the DJ set, go over to Twitch and you can watch the DJ set. So what they were doing is they would multicast, you know, on YouTube and Twitch, their regular podcasts, and then to get around like the DMCA shit that YouTube does, they'd hop over to Twitch and do their DJ sets on Twitch. So I started going over there, and then the more I went over there to watch that, my buddy Mike, who was putting the bug in my ear, go do it, you know, start Twitch. It was easy. I was like, okay, I'm doing this shit now. Now I'm doing it. You know, I've seen it. It's fun. You know, like I had a good time. So, but yeah, it was somebody who saw that I, you know, was doing music and still wanted to use my voice for something and wasn't able to. And they're like, do this. Of course, it took them 2 years. 2 fucking years.
Do you ever break out any music on stream?
Do I ever play any music on stream?
Yeah.
I don't play any new originals or anything, but yeah, occasionally somebody will ask to listen to my band or whatever, and I'll put some of their stuff on because they're on Spotify. So. Oh
hell yeah, we'll plug your band. Where can we find them on Spotify?
Oh well, we're inactive now, but it's Jason Society, just like my name, no underscore, but yeah, we're on Spotify.
Hell yeah, I will go give you a follow. I always throw shit into the mix, man. I have a very eclectic taste in music.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Negan is correct. Dave Grohl laughing about bandmates saying singers can't play instruments, but technically isn't Dave Grohl like a drummer first?
Yeah, he was a drummer first and a really good one. But he also, I didn't realize this, but there's a lot of those tracks, the Nirvana tracks, where he is supposedly the background singer, but he's singing a lot of the major parts, you know, and it's like, holy fuck, really? Like, I didn't find that out until later.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Meat Cakes, what's up? Coming in here and throwing potatoes around. Oh shit! I love talking music with people, but don't let us get sidetracked. We'll talk music all fucking night, especially because it seems like we've got a similar taste, or at least a Venn diagram that crosses over. Have you been to a lot of concerts?
Oh yes, yes. And I always justified it like, well, hey, you know, I'm scouting, you know, I'm doing my research for my own band, so it justifies me paying for these shows. And I need VIP because, you know, I gotta try to make networking connections. You know, that's it just seemed like, you know, a reasonable justification, you know.
There you go. Well,
my partner at the time bought it, you know.
If you're in an area where you know, you get a lot of concerts, you can get hooked up with the production union, then like go and do their load in, load out, man, they'll pay you shit to be there.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There used to be a place here called Compton Terrace. It's now closed, but one of the last shows I saw there was Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, it was like in 95.
Oh, so damn,
like
the heyday.
Yeah. It was fucking balls to the wall. There was bonfires all over the place, like people getting carried out in stretchers and shit. But it was really cool because you could walk around to the side of this place, right? And they didn't know who was coming in for security or not. So you could straight up like walk up to this little area, sign your name on a sheet, put down your SSN, and they would give you a security shirt and pay you to do security for the show. Well, we would do that and then pull the shirts off and then just go, we get paid and just go fucking do the concert. You know?
Oh yeah, Bonnaroo is not far from me, and that's what they always did. And like Bonnaroo had to crack down on that shit.
At the show on beer or whatever we wanted. So, but yeah, that was good times.
Hell yeah! Well, 95. That would have been. Is that the tour for Battle of LA?
Lost him.
Oh shit! VOD Ninja kicked him out, but he's still here.
I used to do shit like that. I was a little ruthless.
Are you still with us?
I am still with us.
All right, cool. VOD Ninja being incredibly weird tonight. But yeah, 95, Rage Against the Machine, that would have been like the tour for Battle of LA?
Yeah, maybe Evil Empire. No, it was Battle of Lost. It was Evil Empire because they were going through all those songs. We had a really infamous sheriff at the time, Sheriff Joe Arpaio. And they were doing a bunch of protest shit against him. Like it was fucking awesome. Like it was really cool.
Rage known for doing the protests. Like they went around like in 2000 like at both of the like the Democratic National Committee and the Republican National Committee was doing concerts protesting them outside. It was so awesome. Yeah, I love that about them. That they actually did that one video where they actually shut down the New York Stock Exchange. First time in history that a band like shut down the New York Stock Exchange just by going out there and playing a show. And coincidentally, that was before a fledgling director had put out their first movie. That director's name was Michael Moore, and Michael Moore directed the video. Are you sure that was Rage Against the Machine and not System of a Down?
Yep, it was Rage.
Because some reason I was thinking that was like System of a Down. And it was like ADD.
No, it was Rage because...
but I might be wrong.
System didn't come out until after Michael Moore had put out a couple movies. And this was like his first foray, I guess, into like directing. But yeah. That shit was dope.
Yeah, I confuse and conflate things a lot of times. You got to overlook me. I've smoked a lot of pot in the last 20, 25 years.
Hey, you're all good. Me too. Me too.
Oh shit! I don't remember a
And
lot about
I
the
love
90s.
System of a Down too. I love System of a Down too. By the way, like they're fucking amazing.
System of a Down and Rage are like two of the bands that I haven't gotten to see. I've seen pretty much all of my favorites except like those two.
Ooh, I saw System of a Down with the Mars Volta, and that was a
Motherfucker!
really cool show.
So what's your feelings on the Mars Volta? Like, I can respect them, but I'm not sitting down and listening to them a lot.
They have like one album that I really, really like. I can listen to like front to back, and that's Francis the Mute.
Mm-hmm.
But I also I got into them because of their previous band, At the Drive-In.
Mm-hmm.
And At the Drive-In was a really cool ass band, and so like it was kind of a natural progression when they split off. Fuck, I can never remember the other guy's name, but Omar and the other guy.
Tadpole bringing up the Fishbone, going back to like the proto ska 80s fucking wave. I love that shit. I loved Fishbone.
Hey, I get down. I seen Fishbone probably like 12 years ago.
God
Been a while now,
damn.
but yeah, they were fucking great. And they literally played at the smallest ass fucking dive bar in Phoenix. Like,
those
it
are the
was
best show.
fucking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, they were so good.
It's one of my favorite concerts was Living Color in a little small ass bar. Holy fuck, was that amazing.
Love Living Color. So good.
If you get the chance,
Corey's amazing.
have you seen them live?
I haven't seen them live. That's the band I haven't seen live.
Everybody listening to this right now, if you get the chance to see Living Color live, because you're only going to pay, $35, $40, $50, this was pre-pandemic. I don't know. Prices have probably gone up a little bit. But it's going to be, a value ticket that you're going to get more bang for your buck watching a show like that than you will going and seeing a show in an arena.
Dude, just watching Vernon Reed play guitar is choice as fuck, man. That guy is amazing. He is so good.
Negan, Sleep Now in the Fire, the Rage Against the Machine song. Okay. I was confused on that one. That was the one that shut down the stock exchange.
Yeah, there you go. I was trying to find that real quick, too. I was like, what was the name of that song?
My chat's pretty good about correcting me, and I greatly appreciate that, especially when we're, doing complex political topics on the Troll Patrol.
Right.
So what's the best concert you've been to?
Ooh, I don't know. It's a toss-up because it's just for different reasons. But like, I really liked. I got to see Prince right before he died.
Oh, you motherfucker!
And like the way I got those tickets was the venue that was hosting him. I knew the owner because I had done shows there and shit. And he's like, hey, we're trying to fill the place up. We have a few extra tickets. And like, he's like, if you want them, fucking come on down, I'll hook you up and, bring a friend or something, and go do the thing. And I was trying to find like, it's Prince. I'm like, I want to take like a chick to go see this shit.
Yeah,
take me a little honey, And dude, I could not find any women to take, and so I ended up taking my buddy Eric, who was my guitarist at the time in my band. But he's just so like kind of like brutish, He's like a bigger guy, and just kind of, I don't want to say meatheady because he's very intelligent, but he's got that appearance, you know what I mean? So it's like me and him walking into this Prince concert, it just looks so funny, like he's all dressed in his shit, like he just got off work doing he was a pool guy, and he just got off work doing pools, and like, so he's walking in all in his like shit, and like, we totally did not look like we fit at that show, but we had a blast, dude. Like, he ran through so much material. He did like a bunch of old stuff. It was a 4-hour set. He did the whole thing. It was a 4-hour fucking set.
I believe it.
And he did like a rock set in that. He did a bunch of his old school songs. He did like a super funky set where he even played like some George Clinton and shit.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end, he did this set where he was like in the corner DJing and singing at the same time while he's like fucking DJing and shit. It was out of this fucking world.
I've said it before, and like, I don't know if anybody could present evidence to the contrary.
Justin will be right back.
Okay. I think that Prince is quite possibly the most talented person to ever walk the face of the earth.
Yeah, no, it was seriously amazing. It's either that one or I saw Roger Waters do The Wall. I took my mom to see Roger Waters do The Wall.
Ooh.
And that shit was pretty fucking badass too.
So I've seen Roger Waters, but I saw him when he did the next tour where he mixed it up and he did shit from like the entire catalog. I saw him do The Wall, but it was, shit from all over. It was the political one. It was right after Trump got elected and he had the giant pig with the Trump head and everything.
Oh, we were just watching a video of that last night, or maybe the night before. Yeah, that shit was so fucking good. I loved what he did with that.
I have a love-hate relationship with Roger Waters because he's kind of a dick. he's kind of a major league dick.
Yeah.
So, but like, I will never regret paying way too much money for the nosebleed tickets to see him live. That was... And like at the end when they did Comfortably Numb, and I'm just kind of like bawling my eyes out, and it was an experience I'll never forget.
Yeah, for reals. It was really cool, like going, and I think one of the reasons that one I attached so much to was because I got to go with my mom, and my mom is a total fan of Pink Floyd. So like we had this whole bonding thing, of like we're in this together, watching because Pink Floyd was at the time, and still arguably is one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite. So like getting to see it with my mom, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. It felt right. It felt all good. So I love that shit.
Okay, dude, get this. I got a mom story. So my mom, my very first experience with comedy was her watching the Carol Burnett show when I was growing up. Fantastic fucking show. So Carol Burnett did a tour probably 5 or 6 years ago, and she was going to be at the Ryman in Nashville. And I was like, hey, Mom, it would be really cool if you would go with me to Carol Burnett at the Ryman. And she's like, I don't want to do that. And I don't talk to my mom anymore. Not because of that, but just over and over again. I was like, this would be really special to me. Like, my first introduction to comedy was my mom watching Carol Burnett. And then, she just, completely shut the door. My mom's kind of like,
nope.
Another time, she, her favorite band was Journey. And Journey's one of the, a band I've never seen. And they're the Filipino guy that they got as a singer now is really fucking good. I've watched that documentary on him. So it was like Journey... REO Speedwagon and John Bonham's Led Zeppelin experience.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, all right, those are all bands my mom loves Led Zeppelin. So I'm like, all right, let's go and see this concert together. And she's like, no, I don't want to go do that. I tried so hard to get my mom to go to a concert with me, and she wouldn't do it.
Come on, help me, Mom.
She's a buzzkill.
Oh no. This video is not liking us.
I know, man. I know. Can you still hear me right now? You're still with us. As long as you don't pop out of the window, you're still there. It was giving me a hard time on Echoplex last night. It's giving us a hard time tonight.
It's all right. We'll sail through it. It's okay. Like I tell people on debate panels, it's okay. We'll get through this together.
If we have to, we'll throw you over in the Discord and we'll pop you back in.
Rock and roll.
And I might not be able to play you videos if we do that, just because I won't be set up for it. But we'll make it happen. Tadpole just watched live at Pompeii today. Oh, I want to point out, Negan mentioned the Prince halftime show. That is the best Super Bowl halftime show. And you do need to go out of your way to see it. Everyone.
Yes, that one was good. That really was. That was fucking incredible.
Also, go watch Prince. It's Paul McCartney, Jack White, Jeff Beck. It's at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they're doing "Why My Guitar Gently Weeps." I don't know who else was on the stage with him, but it was a bunch of big time names. But I don't remember who was on the stage with him because Prince just blew everybody on the fucking stage away. So do go watch that. He just shreds that fucking guitar during Why My Guitar Gently Weeps. Yeah, fantastic.
that is just par for the course for Prince. Dude is just fucking amazing. He is so good, or was so good, you know. I mean, his songwriting and his, you know, instrumentation, his singing, the guy just really had it all.
And he wrote so many songs that like people don't even know that he wrote, like the Bangles' Manic Monday. That's a Prince song.
Yeah, yeah, he's all over the place.
Like just the list of hits that he wrote for other people is outlandish. I'm sad that I didn't have the respect for Prince. Like I was a Michael Jackson fan growing up, and Michael Jackson's amazing in his own right. But like and Prince also sings a lot about religion and sex. So it's probably something that, you know, I got more into when I was older. And
sure, yeah, makes sense.
And that's why, like, the Prince didn't hit when I was a kid or something. Whereas, you know, Michael Jackson singing about, you know, being bad and Smooth Criminal and shit. Like, that did hit. Did hit.
Well, yeah, those songs were really compelling at the time, especially for a young kid. You know, like, I remember when the Bad video came out. That video was so fucking cool. Or, like, what was the other one? The
Nothing Compares to You is a Prince song.
The Vincent Price one. God, why can't I
Thriller.
think of the name of it? Thriller, duh, yeah, Thriller. That shit was fucking great. It was so good. And Billie Jean, come on, all those songs are fucking classics. They're so good.
Absolutely. Disposable Thumb says a gal that did engineering for Prince showing up in your YouTube. I love music channels like that. Speaking of Michael Jackson, I've been watching Sugarfoot. It was his drummer, and he does videos where, like, you know, he'll have the track playing under it, and he'll got multiple cameras on his drums. Fucking love it. Now, a lot of older Michael songs are very, like, the drums are very monotonous. But man, watching him play Jam just blew me away, because, you know, that's got some funky drums on it.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, you know, the more he progressed, the more his catalog kind of diversified, and his music, you know, took on, you know, different sounds and shit, you know.
Tadpole, bringing up Sheila E. the other day, about 5 or 6 months ago, it was Biden at the Summit of the Americas, and we watched that on the Troll Patrol on stream, and it was just the most horrendous lineup of musicians, except for Sheila E. She was the very last performer, and she goddamn knocked it out of the park. And I was like, I'm so glad we stayed through all of that.
Yeah, I mean, she's still fucking killing it, man. Like, I mean, I know male drummers her age that are like, yeah, I'm checked out. Body's not working to do that shit anymore. Like, and she is fucking rocking it like it's no tomorrow. Like, I gotta give props to her for that.
Mad props to her, but just like, I was blown away because it was like, you know, high school choir and then like the like Marine band or whatever. It was a weird lineup of musicians. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Sheila E. And she came out there, I think she did 2 or 3 songs. One of them,
hell yeah.
One of them was like a patriotic kind of, because, you know, it was the Summit of the Americas. She did like her own little salsa kind of spin on it. Nice. Susan Rogers.
That's what I'm talking about. That's fucking awesome.
I'm going to have to check her out. Thank you, Disposable Thumb. I love channels like that. I love breakdown music kind of channels. There's a dude who has like the raw vocals of all these classic artists. I'm like, how in the fuck did you get those raw vocals? And he has been doing like, and it was like alternate takes and shit. So like he's got some engineer that he knows from like a big Hollywood studio. But he was like doing the alternate takes and showing you what the vocal track sounded like without the effects and shit. So fucking cool.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. I eat that shit up.
All the isolated vocal shit is so good. And some of them, like the funny thing is like when you get somebody who like you think sounds good and then you hear their vocals isolated and you're like, oh. Yeah, you needed a lot of help. They were really polishing that turd, weren't they?
Well, now I will defend a lot of singers. Like there's a lot of this misconception that like, oh, this person is just auto-tuned and blah blah blah, and like, no, like most of the artists that you see actually have talent. They wouldn't be there if they didn't have talent. And the auto-tune, like somebody like wanted to bash Kesha. I'm like, no, fucking Kesha is super fucking talented.
Oh yeah, I think they're all talented. It's just a matter of like, how much are they using the training wheels? Because like even me when I sang, like I didn't sing, like my vocals weren't just raw on the track. You know, like you added like, you know, a nice little warm reverb and some delay, you know, in certain parts, and you know, you have to butter it up. You know, you just like you would a guitar. Like you don't play an electric guitar, you know, with no effects. You put some effects on it. You know, you warm it up. You know, you get the sounding right. So yeah, absolutely. You got to have a little bit of something there.
I think I just got proposed to in the chat, or maybe it was you. Maybe Jason got proposed to. Shivani Jamal. Sir, is there any chance of reconciliation with my love? Is there any chances of marriage? Jason, you want to fill that question?
Hey, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. So, you know.
He's like a Pringle, but you can't eat just one. Ha ha. That was a shit joke. Shit joke. Can me for that one.
Bum. Bring out the candy cane colored cane to pull you off the stage.
Get me out of here, guys. Negan talking about Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is like my least favorite Beatle. Who's your favorite Beatle?
Is it fucked up to say I don't care about the Beatles?
Ooh.
I guess it would be George Harrison actually if I were to pick one.
Definitely the most underrated Beatle.
My Guitar Gently Weeps is like one of my favorite songs ever.
Absolutely.
And it's just fucking phenomenal.
Well, his solo album crushes.
Yeah. I haven't heard all of it. I've heard some songs and like pieces, but I've never sat and listened to the whole thing.
Dude.
I will.
I've got a 7-week-old kitten here. She was playing with my foot.
Oh, look at that cuties.
She's very rambunctious.
Oh yeah, another Prince shout out on that song.
Oh my God, she went back to attacking my foot again. I don't know what I did. I had a dog. Well, I still have the dog. She didn't go anywhere. But she used to come in, and every night, like I'd be streaming, she would come in, sit under my desk on my feet. Like she had to be touching me. Like if I moved and she wasn't touching me anymore, she'd move so that she was touching me. Like she had to have that skin to skin contact. It was really weird. But then like all of a sudden, like, I don't know what changed. Now she's like, fuck that. I don't want to be in there anymore. I don't know, you know? But she doesn't do it. But like for the longest, for like a couple of years, like, well, not a couple of years, like about a year, she would just sit at my feet. Like she'd have to be on top of my feet. And so, but yeah, it's weird now. I kind of miss it. I'm not going to lie. I love the different cats coming on stream from time to time. Tadpole saying the Beatles are overrated. I'm going to agree with that. I actually had somebody come into the stream the other night and just unprovoked was like, Drake is better than the Beatles. I'm like, dude, I'm not a Beatles fan, but I'm going to tell you that it is objectionably false.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Yeah, no. Fucking Drake is not better than the Beatles, okay? Drake is a fantastic artist in his own right, but I think it's like comparing apples to oranges for one.
No, see, I'm going to disagree with you there. I will say that Drake is unforgettable, that I've listened to multiple Drake songs. Can't tell you what Drake's voice sounds like. Can't remember anything about any of the hooks. I know one song, and I mentioned that one song to the person that was in the stream, and the person in the stream was like, oh yeah, that beat was done by blah, blah, blah. They're amazing. I'm like, okay, I'm a fan of them.
Right. No, he's got some songs I like. All right, I'm not a huge fan of Drake. I do like hip hop, but my hip hop that I'm into is before Drake. It's pre-Drake. You know, I was in golden era hip hop. I listened to Wu-Tang Clan. I listened to fucking Nas and fucking Biggie and Big L and fucking Dr. Dre.
Apparently, Nas just dropped another banger. I haven't listened to it yet.
Oh, dude, Nas is on fire right now. Like, it's weird. It's like he went through this whole period where he wasn't doing much of anything, or like what he was putting out was kind of like mid, you know. And I really put that on his beat selection because his rhymes were good, he was just picking really bad beats. You know, it's like he wanted to challenge himself to see if he could rhyme over shitty beats or something. You know.
I'm not gonna fault anybody for being experimental or anything.
But like he could still bust his flows. Like his flow sounded good. You know, it was just like the beat would be like, I don't know.
Hell yeah, yeah. I haven't seen you get high yet. Get high with us. Come on here saying I'm known for talking about marijuana and politics. Motherfucker ain't got no marijuana in him. Or probably does. We just didn't see it on camera.
I had just woken up from a weed nap, actually.
Weed nap. That was a running joke last night.
Oh yeah, gotta have it.
That indica will do that to you. All right, since I believe we've got all the content we can get out of the music. I mean, we could sit here and talk to music forever, or talk about music forever. But here, since we just both hit the pot, let's do this. I've got a video of this guy. He was walking down the strip in Las Vegas here. Hold on. Nobody's seeing it yet. I'm fucking. I hate these reels, these TikToks. They're so hard to show people in the show. They don't work right. I can't rewind it right now. But here you go. This guy was handed
The
a drink.
Margaritaville glass. He tried to. Fuck yes. I love it. I love it. That's so dope.
Handed a margarita glass. Now, as with all videos like this, I'm always skeptical that this was planned, this was staged, but this is fucking funny.
I don't know. He looks a little out of it. He is where's he at? He's on fucking what's that area called? Is that
it's
he
the Strip, isn't it?
Looks like he's in Old Vegas.
Oh, he's in Old Vegas.
Looks like yeah, he looks like he's in Old Vegas there.
Those of you listening to the podcast, he looks a lot like Tommy Chong, but he is dressed like in a Snoop Dogg outfit.
Yeah, like I do know that like fucking people get fucked up on the Strip. People get fucked up on the Strip, but you go to Old Vegas, and people get really fucked up in Old Vegas. Fremont Street, that's what I was thinking of. Thanks, Curious Sir and Curious Sir. Fremont Street, yeah. He's down on Fremont Street, and that's like where the serious getting fucked up action seems to happen.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. I will totally do that if I go to Vegas sometime. We're just having all kinds of issues, aren't we?
It's definitely got the like dirty, grimy feel of like what you would expect like the underbelly of Vegas to feel like, which I kind of like, you know? You get the burnout, like sweaty fucking Elvises and shit, you know, like...
When we did the Trump announcement the other night, right? And we watched some Trump supporters out in front of Trump Tower that were like getting ready for the announcement. And he looked like a greasy Elvis, and he was stomping, or I'll take that more like a greasy Bubba Hotep. And he was stomping, he was stomping on a Ron DeSantis flag.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yes, I saw that one. You're right. You totally did.
We made you. We can take you out of this world. It was so wild.
Oh man, they're out of control, yo. They're so out of control. I don't even understand what's happening right now.
Did you get to watch the announcement?
I did. I started falling asleep during it. I had to fucking stop it because I was just like, dude, he's just droning like on, and I'm like, is he gonna stop? Like, is this gonna end?
It was an hour and 15 minutes.
It seemed like it was like 4 fucking hours, dude. Like, and from what I saw in the videos and shit, like people were trying to leave because they were that fucking bored with it, and they're like, no, you can't leave.
Yep. I would have, if I hadn't been streaming it and, you know, me in the chat making jokes the whole fucking time, I wouldn't have been able to get through it. It's the only reason it was good content for us.
Yeah. Well, and, what was I gonna fucking say about that shit? It doesn't seem like fucking he's getting the positive attention he thought he'd be getting. I don't know, man. Like I think the Republican Party is kind of turning on him a little bit, and I'm okay with it. But
it feels different this time.
I am here in Arizona, and watching Carrie Lake kick and scream has been a fucking glorious, wonderful, enriching experience for me. Because I have not been able to stand that woman for fucking years. I've had to watch her as a newscaster for years before she went nutso like this shit. Didn't like her as a fucking newscaster. Like, I am so happy to watch her kick and scream and cry and yell and do all the things she's doing right now. Like, it is like, I'm not big on like reveling in other people's misery, but I will with her. She's
right wing cope is fun to watch, man. We have not checked in with her because like I was on a panel last night, so we haven't like listened to what she's had to say since she lost. So we'll probably do that on Sunday night. We'll listen to some of her, and I'm sure she's probably been on Crowder and she's been on Charlie Kirk because she went on like the day after the election and she was crying.
All you have to do is go on her Twitter feed and just go down her Twitter feed, because what she's done is put up a series of just testimonials of people who said they were disenfranchised voters. I'm like, really? This is what we're doing now? No, she's seriously on a like crybaby campaign right now. It's fucking great.
I am glad to know that I stumbled across Ricky Lake, 90s talk show host, Twitter the other day, and she very much, no relation, do not put me in with that crazy woman.
That is so awesome. That is awesome. I was curious because I've slipped and said Ricky Lake a couple times when I was like talking about her, you know? I've been like, oh, Ricky Lake, and I'm like, no, Carrie Lake. Nobody even knows who Ricky Lake is anymore, you know? But like, I remember Ricky Lake. I remember watching her talk show when I was a kid and shit. Like, shit was wild, dude.
So I think she's having a revitalization because like 90s nostalgia kind of shit's coming back, and she's got a new podcast about like, you probably grew up with me or something like that.
Oh, no shit.
Hey,
that's dope.
She still looks fantastic, still rocking it. So go. I almost called her Carrie Lake. God damn.
No Carrie Legs. No Carrie Legs.
But I'm a political commentator, so I can be excused. I've said the name Carrie Lake a lot over the last 2-3 months at least.
Oh shit.
That crazy woman.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, help us. You know, help. Like I was telling somebody, I was like, if she gets elected governor, I have to leave the state. Like I can't stay here. There's no fucking way. Well, because, you know, I'm a single dad. I got a daughter, you know, and, you know, all I can think about is like, because she was all on the anti-abortion tip shit too, and I'm sitting here like, fuck no, I'm getting my kid the fuck out of here because she has a right to bodily autonomy, and fuck everyone else, you know, like.
Arizona seems to be going blue though, so
it is. I was pleasantly surprised because a lot of people, the pollsters were saying they didn't see it. Now, the interesting part is the sentiment that I saw from people in town, like when I talked to people, you know, when I interacted with people, yeah, there were still the Trumpers and shit, you know, we have that here. But there was a lot of people that are just, they're suburban family types. And this, the fucking, all the shit with the, like, election denialism and all that stuff, like, these people aren't about that, you know, like, they're conservative, but they're not going to question democracy over it. You know what I mean? Not the way these people are. Like, and then when she came out and said the thing about like, basically fuck McCain Republicans. Well, this is a long time stronghold for the McCain family and John McCain. Like, you say that shit, you just fucking signed your own death warrant with the fucking party, you know?
Well, didn't Blake Masters have some kind of weird quip about McCain at some point in time?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't following as closely. But it wouldn't surprise me because they all they're Trump acolytes, and Trump couldn't stand McCain. So it would totally be right on brand for him to do that. Absolutely.
Blake Masters is very tall. We watched that debate, and I was like, guys, I'm pretty sure that Mark Kelly's like 6'1", 6'2". I'm pretty sure he's a tall guy. Blake Masters towered over him.
Yeah.
Because I want to say
that's fucking crazy.
I want to say that I knew Mark Kelly's height because Mark Kelly like lost an inch when he came back to Earth or some shit a few years ago.
Yeah, they did say something about that. I remember them saying that he came back shorter.
Or it might have been his brother. I don't know. Both of them were astronauts, right? I think
he's one of them went and one of them didn't. I think he's the one that went. If I'm not mistaken.
Masters was comically too tall for his podium. Yes, Mox, you remember that. And this is like, Kelly's not a short man. That's what just cracked me up. Also, like, he's married to a woman that took a bullet in the head for democracy, and you gotta respect the hell out of that.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, Gabby Giffords, yep. Fucking, I remember when all that shit happened, too.
Just on that fact alone, he deserves to be in the Senate.
Now, I will say, he is definitely not, like, some super progressive, but...
No, but he's better than I thought he would be.
For Arizona, that's pretty damn good.
Well, you guys have historically had Republican senators up until Sinema and Kelly, right? For last 20 years, back into the 90s?
I've recently started thanking Trump for one reason. Trump single-handedly turned Arizona blue. Because people weren't voting for the Democrats, they were voting against the Republicans.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's the same dynamic across the country. I think that's what the polls bear out, that the more Trump is involved and the more that the electorate looks at the election as a referendum on Trump, the better Democrats do, and it has nothing to do with them being particularly good.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I mean, that leads to kind of like, maybe they're playing a horrible long game here, but did the fucking Pied Piper strategy actually end up working in the long run? And maybe a lot broader than they might have thought?
Well, I mean, just because it didn't work the one glaring time they tried it, which was, Trump in 2016 with Hillary. And that's unforgivable, isn't it? Because, I mean, look how far back... While the Trump effect has been good for Democrats, overall, our progress since 2016 has been stunted. And there are so many issues that we're just not seeing any movement on.
True.
And we ain't got that kind of time right now. We got to deal with climate change. We've got to deal with our economy.
Yeah, I agree. And it did slow shit down for damn sure. I'm just fucking... I'm kind of blown away that, like, they would even go that route. I mean, yeah, it did accomplish a goal, and he just totally infected the entire Republican Party, and they're falling apart now. But, like, it seems like that was more a means to an end for the Democratic Party and the Democrats' control, not necessarily for, like, the betterment of society, right? Like, that didn't help out society much. It may have helped out the Democratic Party.
Oh, absolutely. And they've made so much money off of Trump. And the same thing with the media. CNN, MSNBC, Fox even have made so much fucking money off Trump. And there's how many organizations have sprung up? OAN existed before Trump, I'm pretty sure. But like, you've got Right Side Broadcasting, you've got all these other micro outlets that have sprung up in the wake of Trump. And here's the thing that I hate to admit it is, like, when I carry Trump rallies, those are my most watched streams. Those are my most listened to podcasts. It's the wildest fucking thing. My podcast gets 3 or 4 listens every day. I carry a Trump rally, it gets 30 something listens. It's weird. Why?
Yeah, you know, it's because it's like, what the fuck is this guy gonna say next? And I think that's the thing. I think that's what people are just so, not because they even fucking like him. It's just like, what the like, it's like watching a fucking car crash, you know, or some shit. Like, you're just like, what the fuck is gonna come out of this? By the way, we were both wrong. Mark Kelly's 5'8".
5'8". Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I thought he was tall.
He is on the shorter side for a man.
Tall,
then.
like yeah.
That is the shorter side of average height, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like 5'8" to 6 foot is like the average for a man. Something to that effect. So he's on the shorter side of the average. 56% of Twitter says Trump should be reinstated. Apparently, Trump has some sort of... well, the campaign's going to utilize Twitter. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Trump himself apparently has some kind of exclusivity deal with Truth so that he can't go to Twitter.
That's great. Good. Fuck that shit. Don't let him go on Twitter. Of course, Twitter might not be around in a fucking couple days, so we'll see. We'll see how that works out.
I don't know that it goes away.
I think we might see some crashes and some weird glitchy shit happen, though.
I think that happens, yeah. But I don't know that it ever goes away completely. I think the company gets sold for a fucking fire sale in less than a year. If he still has that company by summer, I would be in. Yeah. Somebody like Bezos or Google, they fucking buy it.
Yeah, that would be fucking wild. What if Bezos bought it and just combined Twitter and Twitch and called it Twitcher?
Something like that could very well happen. Yeah, Elon is going to flip it for a loss. He's going to take and what they valued it at $11 billion before he got his hands on it. He may sell it for $5 or $6 billion. The smartest dumb motherfucker in history.
But you know what's funny is, like, I see this going the way of, like, MySpace. Like, if you go onto MySpace now, like, how bad it is. Like, I see this ending up like that, like some weird fucking shell of a fucking social media site, you know, that's barely functioning.
Well, apparently, like, so Twitter has had these problems. This has apparently been a problem at Twitter. It wasn't sustainable. It had all these issues for years now. The problem is it's like Elon took it over and it's really exposed all those issues glaringly.
Well, yeah,
right away.
Because he let the people go that were keeping the fucking masking tape on the holes. You know what I mean? Like.
Yep. It's fun to watch, at least. So I was perma-banned from Twitter. Actual JustinFREAKIN is banned, but Little Debbie is a sex worker is totally not banned.
Yeah, I was trying to find you when I was posting the flyer. I was like, where the fuck is this dude?
Well, it was my joke. I was trying to when everybody was doing their blue checks, I went and changed it to Little Debbie as a sex worker. Now I was going to get a blue check and try to, you know, pose as the actual Little Debbie account, but I couldn't buy the blue check, and someone told me it was like on the app. You had to be on the app to do it.
Yeah, only the Apple app. You could only do it if you had an Apple phone.
Well, I totally don't have. One, I don't Twitter on my phone, and two, I don't do Apple. I'm an open source kind of guy, so I ain't got no fucking iPhone.
Same. I worked for the devil. I worked for Apple for a while, and fucking, I always tell people, I'm like, they're such fucking scam artists, dude. They charge you for every little thing. They're nickel and dime motherfuckers, dude. They will nickel and dime you for everything, and they do. It's fucking absolutely true. Their support, like, if your fucking warranty runs out, $50 for just to talk to somebody on the phone. You know, you can buy a one-time fucking service agreement and talk to somebody on the phone. That's how it was when I worked there.
I mean,
I'm like,
I'm a audio visual engineer, so I know a little something about the tech. I like to repair my own shit.
Same. I work in I do software admin stuff, but I would much rather work on my own shit. I, as a matter of fact, don't really like people in my computers. You know, it's like having somebody in your wallet. It's like you don't take your wallet to somebody, you know, full of all your credit cards and everything, and you're like, here, fix my wallet. You know, like nobody says that, but people are so willing to take their computer into a place and have somebody work on their computer. You know,
Lord Locke over here, like trying to, I like give me a hard time tonight, poking at me. Somebody likes to brag. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't have an ego. It's not like my fucking name isn't on the show, the stream, on the screen multiple times right now. Fucking come on. Anyway, enough about it. This is supposed to be the Elon Free show, but we had to take the time to mock him.
Well, naturally, it's become a cultural phenomenon, you know.
Did I say audio visual
like
god? Come on. But I mean, I am. I mean, look at these fucking graphics I put on screen.
I was on crack.
Right.
I didn't know which one. I didn't know which one was up.
Let's go.
I only keep one during the freak show. I didn't know which one I had up. I didn't know which one it would be, and it ended up being Mike Lindell on crack.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Do you do sports?
Yeah.
You like sports? Do you like the football?
I do. I like the football. I'm a Chargers fan.
No, not that football.
Oh, the other football.
The actual football.
Football.
Yeah, football.
I don't know much about it.
Okay, I don't either, but apparently the World Cup is going to be held in Qatar is the way it's pronounced, but apparently because we're in the United States, we're supposed to say Qatar. But the World Cup is going to be held in Qatar, and they've banned beer at the World Cup. Can you believe this?
What the fuck are the soccer hooligans going to do?
Two-team World Cup.
Football hooligans going to do?
Perfect number for a soccer tournament. A group stage, then a 16-team knockout bracket leading to the title.
Oh, this isn't even about the alcohol. This is just like us learning how fucking World Cup works.
Each group was balanced by strength of schedule and geography. Top-seeded teams are Qatar, plus the 7 nations ranked highest by FIFA when the draw was made in April. One top seed in each group.
World Empty Cup. Exactly, Pumpkin. No, let me go ahead and read the story here. Qatar banned the sale of beer at World Cup stadiums on Friday, a sudden U-turn on the deal it made to secure the soccer tournament only 2 days before the opening game. And this was published like 2 days ago. No, it was published today. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, because you can't even you can't even have alcohol in Qatar, can you? I didn't think you could have alcohol at all.
It's a very small country. I don't know if it's one of the more religious. I think it's one of the more progressive countries because it's rolling in the cash.
Because I know Dubai, alcohol is illegal in Dubai.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can't drink in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm sure people do, but like the laws are such that you're not supposed to drink there.
Okay, this says that in the conservative Muslim emirate, the sale of alcohol is heavily restricted. It's also a significant blow to World Cup beer sponsor Budweiser.
See?
And raised questions about how much control FIFA retains over its tournament. So
yeah, see, I figured. I know they're really strict on that alcohol shit. Like, it's like no joke. They aren't fucking around.
But I think it's one of those things where like they ban it for the normal public, but they come over here and they drink and they party.
Oh no, yeah. No, that's kind of the deal.
The leaders of their country. Well, this is a dude in response to Qatar banning the sale of beer. He has put together a beer from all 32 countries playing at the 2022 World Cup.
Hell yes. We got to try them all.
I also
that should be a challenge.
Check out. I like this dude already just because check out those pillows back there. The cat.
Yeah, those sweet cat pillows. Hell yeah.
And then the Santa
awesome.
Morta pillow. He's cool.
Yeah, I'm down with that shit.
Have you had any of these beers?
Let me see.
Maybe a High Life. I see a High Life on there.
Yeah, I've had a Miller High Life.
Is that what we get to represent the United States? There's Modelo.
Definitely had Modelo. I've had many a Modelo nights. There's one in the towards the back. It says, I think it says Cass. I'm pretty sure I've had that one. Where else?
I think a High Life is.
Oh yeah, okay. There's one in the very back, second from the left. I can't remember the name of it, but I've had that shit.
Okay, so apparently they have a beer from Qatar there because all 32 teams are represented. Which one's the Qatar beer? I wonder.
The one with no alcohol.
It's a near beer. They sell near beer in Qatar. I wouldn't want to go to no soccer game if I can't get fucking drunk. That's what people.
Yeah, fuck that.
People are always talking about going to like baseball games or something. I'm sure that's a fun time if you get drunk as shit at the baseball field.
No. The only time that baseball is fun is when you get drunk at the baseball field. Like I've been to many of baseball games, and I don't know.
So I
either
would
that
go
or
if I wasn't getting
really
blasted.
high. Like I could go really, really high too. Like if I'm super fucking stoned, I could definitely fuck with some baseball. Super fucking stoned, especially on a nice spring day where it's not too hot, not too cold, and you can get like a lawn seat where you can just kind of fucking sit out in the lawn and shit and chill. Fucking maybe have your little vape pen with you, like. Okay. I'm good because then it's like a day at the park, Then it's just like, oh. And then occasionally you hear the crack of the bat and the bat hit the ball, and it's like whatever. You could like take a nap or whatever, and yeah, it's nice.
See, I feel like I'd get bored if I was high. I'd be rowdy if I was drunk. I would really enjoy it if I was drunk. If I was high, I'd be like, I could be doing something else. I could be playing video games. Yes, Mox, you are right. That whole situation. FIFA is fucked up. Qatar is fucked up. I was watching a Johnny Harris video on this very thing last night, and that's the why I made the joke about Qatar, because he was like, I don't want to be a snob and say Qatar, even though that's the correct pronunciation of the people that live there. I'm going to say it like a Texas oil man, Qatar.
Yeah, I always wondered because I always said Qatar too, and then I started hearing on the news and shit. I started hearing people say Qatar, and I was like, "Wait, the fuck?" I thought it was Qatar. People were saying Qatar for ever, and then all of a sudden it just changed. I'm like, you can't just fucking change the whole way a country's pronounced just because
Qatar is the way they pronounce it. I think that's a local pronunciation. So I had a girlfriend when I was in college, and she was very much on the you don't say Chile, you say Chile. You don't say Mexico, you say Mexico. But then you sound as a Appalachian, you sound really fucking pretentious. It was a joke of Peggy Hill always going Mexico. That was a joke in the fucking show. I understand wanting to be sympathetic to the locals and pronounce it the way they because I've went through this when I was on the radio. My boss didn't want me to say holler, but I'm like, we don't have hollows in Eastern Kentucky. We have hollers. Right. A holler is a thing in Eastern Kentucky. And I struggle with this because then, if I'm going around saying Chile, I sound like a fucking pretentious dick with my Appalachian accent.
Yeah. And it's okay, well, I guess I'll say it fucked up at least so I can fit in, damn it. What the hell?
How do the people in Turkey say turkey? Do they say Turkey or some shit like that?
Yeah. It may not even sound like how we say it. You know, we might be really fucking it up.
Oh. Well, fucking up words is something I do quite often. Every night on the Troll Patrol.
Well, I mean, and true though it is. It's just like I think it's an American pastime for us to fuck up words. Like it's just Americans fuck up other languages pretty bad, and I'm pretty sure that it's something that other countries probably laugh at us about.
Oh, I'm absolutely sure. Oh man, I thought I had a video of this, but this is a fuck up right here. This is a fuck up on the part of the producers of Jeopardy. Are you ready for this one? Brian Laundrie's family is appalled by tasteless celebrity Jeopardy clue. Do you remember Brian Laundrie?
Shit. Yeah, he was the one that killed his girlfriend, then went out and killed himself, right?
Yes. I think that's what we've come to believe happened. In Sunday's episode, actors John Michael Higgins, Will Wheaton. I'm sorry, I saw a meme of Stewie pronouncing his name earlier, and that's why I said it like that.
Oh, every time I see his name, like I pronounce it like Stewie every single time. Will Wheaton.
Disposable thumb. Which is it? Like I watched a video on the Myanmar thing. Like they call it Myanmar, right? Or is there a segment that I need to stop there? We need to learn what we're talking about before we make any exclamations. Let's go back to Brian Laundrie here. So in Sunday's episode, the guests were given a clue in the category where all responses contained the letter A, according to the New York Post. The question read, in 2021, fugitive Brian Laundrie ended his days in Florida's Mayakachahachi Creek area, home to these long and toothy critters. Why in the world? What?
Why would you use that? That's like so bad. Like, oh my god.
The answer is alligator. Why would the clue have anything to do with Brian fucking Laundrie?
Somebody just wanted an excuse to say the name of that lake. That's why, or whatever it was.
I probably butchered the name of the lake. Mayakatahachi? That's probably close. And also, I hate butchering that because that's probably a native name. And as if white America hasn't done enough butchering of natives.
True.
Happy Thanksgiving, bitches. The question is dumb.
It's horrible. Like, why would you like? That's such a roundabout way to get an answer of alligators. You couldn't have thought of any other question in order to get the answer alligators. That's what we're going with.
Okay,
like, what the fuck?
I hadn't read the question until we read the story just now. All I knew was Brian Laundrie was in the answer that they put up. It was backwards on Jeopardy. That he was in the answer. So I was just assuming the question was like, who killed their blonde girlfriend and made the news or some shit like that. Not what is Florida. No, what is alligators? That was it. What is alligators?
Yeah, what is alligators? Like, really? Brian Laundrie offed himself in the fucking in the lake next to fucking where these things are. Like, what are alligators? What the fuck? Like, yeah, I don't know. If I was his family, I'd be a little pissed off too. I'd be a little like, damn.
Hitler committed suicide after doing this common thing couples do. Right. What is marriage?
Right.
The fuck? Why did Hitler have to be mentioned in that?
Yeah, we really needed to go there, huh?
Oh shit. Where do I want to go after this? Oh, since we're talking about gigantic fuck ups, let's talk about KFC.
Uh-oh.
KFC had a rollout of a promotion in Germany that they are now apologizing for. Apologizes after Kristallnacht promotion in Germany. The Yum Brands chain sent a notification that reportedly said, "It's Memorial Day for Kristallnacht. Treat yourself with more tender cheese on your crispy chicken."
I don't think Kristallnacht is a good thing.
I'm
Something
assuming
tells
it
me
has
that's
something
not
to
a good
do
thing.
with the Holocaust. The Night of Broken Glass refers to the pogroms against Jewish people in Germany and Austria carried out by the Nazis in November of 1938. Some consider it the beginning of the Holocaust.
No! KFC, what the fuck are you thinking? What the fuck are you thinking?
It's Memorial Day for the beginning of the Holocaust. Treat yourself with more tender cheese on your crispy chicken now. Now at KF Cheese. It says now at KF Cheese. That was the end of it.
No. No.
Oh, can you come up
See,
with...
this is why AI sometimes doesn't work, okay? They program something to pick up on all the holidays and fucking Memorial Days and shit and run ads on it, you know? Like on some kind of fucking algorithm. And well, there are some days of remembrance that aren't positive days of remembrance, such as this.
Okay, now you say AI, but I being the cynical person that I am, I look at ads and I almost think that like they wanted to issue an apology for something. That's a outrage marketing is shit. Like you remember the Kylie Jenner Pepsi commercial? There is like we don't have solid proof of this, but it seems through like company memos and shit that they were intending to cause an uproar that they would have to apologize for. That it was just meant to get everybody talking. That they knew what they were doing with the Kylie Jenner and the cop thing during the
That would be
protest.
wild. I mean, I guess like that could be a thing. It does get the name of the company in people's mouths, and they're talking about them, you know.
And then they get to look magnanimous when they issue their apology. We're sorry, blah 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 blah. And then they get multiple days of coverage out of it. This is a new market. That's where late stage capitalism has taken us.
For real. No, that's serious, like serious business. They're so vying for attention that they'll do anything. They'll take any opportunity to get it, even if it's negative attention, because it still brings people to the brand. You know?
But you could be very
Who
well
the
right
fuck wants to...
with the AI thing about the holidays. That could just be a thing that was programmed. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because it came up it was like on Twitter or some shit, right? Like that's where the ad showed up. Yeah, it's almost like it just like pumped out, like it's just pumping out shit based off of the holidays or like what they see as like some kind of day, and it is like fucking boom. Oh.
How do you want your chicken done? Crispy? Extra crispy? Auschwitz?
Right. Oh shit. See, technology does need a human hand sometimes, you know, like this is one of those things where you want humans to touch it, you know, like
this is the anniversary of the beginning of the Holocaust. Get gassed up by getting some extra pepper on your chicken.
No.
Since we're talking about chicken and we're talking about people that had bad ideas, we're gonna go here. A man ate 40 chickens for 40 days. He ate 40 whole rotisserie chickens.
Oh.
We do have a video for this one. Are you prepared?
Let's go.
A guy who eats a chicken a day for 40 days deserves a chant. Eat that chicken! You'd look fed up too if you were feeding yourself.
Whoa. He looks like fucking Charlie Day from Sunny in Philadelphia there.
He does. I see it.
Philadelphia resident Alexander Tominski documented his feet right down to the bones. Philadelphia Phillies may have lost the World Series,
but Chicken Man really brought it home.
His fame
Chicken Man really brought it home.
Announcing he'd eat his 40th chicken on an abandoned pier. No wonder a crowd showed up. Chicken Man told the New York Times he lost 16 pounds over those 40 days. He got so sick of chicken.
Wait, is all he ate was a rotisserie chicken. All I'm gonna eat for 40 days is a rotisserie chicken. No trimming.
Man, I'd have to eat more than that. I eat. You know, I'm a hungry boy. You know, like I could down a rotisserie chicken, and still eat a lot more. You know, like
he's got an odd looking carrot next to him.
Yeah, it is an odd look. That's fucking huge.
Then washing it down. Basically, I drank the chicken. The guy who shot this video described Chicken Man's technique.
Massaging the meat, fingering it, if you will.
There, he kind of looks like the Chad meme.
Right? He does. He had the square jaw for a second there.
Chicken Man held them up triumphantly, occasionally tossing them to the crowd. He even sang along to Springsteen's Streets of Philadelphia.
It's just you and me. See, I was going to sing like Can't Find the Chicken Man.
Like an Olympic medal, fans may say Chicken Man for president, but Chicken Man himself told the Times, "I'm happy that it's over. My body is ready to repair." For some Philadelphians,
it was as momentous and epic
as Rockies run up the steps of the
But why did he do it?
Internet fame.
Chicken Man's digestive system must have felt. Chinimos, CNN, New York.
Chicken Man.
I don't know. I think I could eat a rotisserie chicken a day and not be too bad about that.
Rotisserie chickens are really good.
They are. Like, hey, they're not that expensive. You know, you go to the grocery store, pick one of them suckers up, and fucking boom. You know, it's go time, man.
Is he getting like a Kirkland brand fucking rotisserie chicken every day from the Costco?
Right. And how big are they? Are they like because sometimes, you know, you can go to some places and they're like kind of small and wimpy, you know?
Yeah,
or like some places you go and there's like chunky and big, you know?
You go to a Boston Carver, they're gonna give you an actual fucking like that's a fucking chicken.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
no fucking capone up in there. I'm probably saying the name of that bird wrong. Oh. So that's the story of the Chicken Man from Philadelphia. And from Philadelphia. You're not going to convince me that's not Charlie.
If it's not Charlie, it's like his cousin or his brother or some shit. You know, it's a relative of some sort, if not him.
I keep seeing a meme go around that's like some basketball player, and he apparently looks exactly like Charlie Day. And he's like, no, I'm not Charlie Day. Maybe Charlie's just
He's like, I make way more money than Charlie Day.
I don't know, man. Fucking Sunny in Philadelphia being on for what, 17 seasons, 18 seasons now?
True.
That motherfucker's he's in the Mario movie.
Yeah, he's doing well for himself. I'm sure he's doing just fine.
Yeah, he's Luigi.
Is he? He's Luigi?
Yeah, I had to look at I thought he was Toad and Keegan-Michael Key was Luigi. No, I had it backwards. Charlie Day is Luigi and Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
Oh, no shit.
Jack Black is cool. Bowser. Yeah, like, other than Chris Pratt, like, all the casting's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't know, like, I think Chris Pratt's kind of a loon, but, like, I mean, he was really good in Guardians of the Galaxy, you know?
Fair enough, okay. I haven't seen the second one.
You know.
The first one
I
was
like
good,
both
though.
of them. But, you know, he was great in those, and if he can kind of pull off like a quirkiness or, you know, a similar kind of vibe with Mario, you know, it might work.
Okay, well, it's not so much that I'm a Chris Pratt hater. It's the fact that, like, Charles Minnette, I always fuck his name up. Charles Minnette or Marionette or blah, 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 whatever the fuck actual Mario's name is still alive. And it's a fucking, like a Pixar animation type movie. So the fuck can't you cast him as Mario? He's actually Mario.
Oh shit! Yeah, why not? That'd be great.
Apparently, he is in the movie
I thought it was
somehow.
like going to be live action or some shit. No, it's all Pixar shit. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like a Pixar animation kind of looking deal. And fucking Bowser, Jack Black as Bowser, that looked really cool. So like I've hyped myself up for the movie now, and I wasn't even that hyped for it. Oh shit.
Yeah, like now I'm interested. Now I'm even more interested because I was worried. Like the one thing I kept saying to myself is like Chris Pratt's gonna look really weird as Mario. Like, I'm trying to figure out what that's gonna look like, you know. But like it's because I was thinking like the physical, you know, just thinking of him as like them all being like live action.
Well, not everybody can be Bob Hoskins. Yeah, rip to Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and so many others, but best known for Batman. Across many iterations, but especially the animated series, which I bet you grew up with the way a lot of us did.
Oh yeah, that was a great animated series. Like that was like the whole style of it and everything was very noir and just fucking angular, and I dug it so much. Like that was just a cool series. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Probably when we're talking about like telling the Batman story, that's probably my favorite version. Like of all the, you know, any media. And then second I would probably give to like the Arkham games.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten into those, and everyone's like, you gotta play them, and so I'm gonna have to go back and do that because I do like Batman stuff.
Oh shit, yeah, you definitely got to play the Arkham games. They're very, very good. And I believe Kevin Conroy was the voice in the Arkham games, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Mark Hamill's the voice of Joker and shit. I think it's
I know that. I know Hamill did the voice of Joker, so I was kind of pumped when I heard that.
Oh hell yeah! Since we're talking about video games, I got this story for you. This is one of those dystopian beat kind of stories. He's a go-getter. 8-year-old applies for a job so he can buy an Xbox. Oh, I knew that one would make you shake your head.
Everybody I know watching this, put a thumbs up to me and say, I know him. And you'll know me when you know me.
8-year-old Nash Johnson is an energetic kid who knows what he wants.
I just want to friend my friends on the Xbox who play the Xbox.
Job.
He applied for a job at Drake's. Have you ever eaten at a Drake's? You know what a Drake's is?
No, I don't know what a Drake's is.
I think it's a south, it's like a southeast chain. Because I ate at one in Alabama, but I think they might be out of Atlanta or something.
Okay.
They are a burger and sushi bar.
Whoa. That's an interesting combination.
I never had their sushi. Their burgers were really good. I would not get sushi from a burger bar, just saying.
That seems a little odd. I don't know.
At that, he did a job.
There's your name, your phone number, the email that you filled out.
He hopped online and filled out this application for a dishwasher.
That had to be the easiest job I knew. Also, I'm very good at washing the dishes.
One small problem with his plan.
Labor laws?
Work for Drake.
Yeah.
Unless you can find a loophole.
You said you're under 18, yeah.
Yes. It didn't ask me the actual age, and it didn't ask me when I was born, so I put I was under 18.
That kid is not afraid to fail. He is a go-getter.
Mom,
Jesus.
he was going to send that application.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, if this results in somebody seeing this story and like, here, kid, let me get you a fucking Xbox, then I'm happy that this guy, because like I would assume the kid has an Xbox at this point after he got this kind of this media attention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because surely somebody was out there like, let me buy this kid an Xbox.
It's the internalized capitalism that kills me. Like, it's like it's that internalized capitalism of thinking, hey, I'm gonna let people exploit me so I can get this one little thing, and like that's gonna make everything great. And it's like, no, this is how it starts. Once they exploit you for this, then they're gonna start exploiting you for more shit. You know, you're just hitting the tip of the iceberg, kid.
Well, in media critiques, this is called perseverance porn. Usually, it's about fundraisers for like coworkers or donating your time off to your coworker or whatever. But it's like, it's supposed to be a feel-good story in the media, but actually when you scratch under the surface, it's very dystopian. And that's exactly what this story is.
Yeah. Like, why should a kid be worried at his age, be worried about going to work? Like, what would put in his head that, like, that's what he should be doing instead of, I don't know, being a kid.
He really wants an Xbox, and I understand that. I don't understand that because I'm a Sony fanboy, but, like, I understand wanting a game console. And yes, clinically, dishwasher is one of the hardest jobs in a restaurant, as I understand it. I've never worked in a restaurant, but I could definitely see that.
Oh yeah, I've worked in many
household.
Learns to save, give, and spend. Getting the job at Drake's was how he was going to get more cash in that spend jar.
He's like, I can get more money if I go get me a job. That's going to give me more money than doing my chores at home. The $5 a week gets me.
Drake's couldn't give Nash the job due to his age, but they did invite him to orientation. He got that Xbox he'd been dreaming of.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is good they got on the Xbox. I'll give him that.
Got what he wanted that day, but not everything.
I wish I had the job in the Xbox.
No, you don't, kid. No, you don't. You got the best.
No.
You got the best.
Yeah,
that's the best outcome.
The Xbox and fucking run.
I'm good. Like that was worth it to see his face at the end there.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yes, the commodification of everything, ruining the world. But there is still sweet little kids out there. Not all kids are out trying to hustle and make some money to get themselves a Xbox. I'll give you an example right here. It's this little girl. She's a ballerina, and she's getting ready to teach us an important lesson. Where's our audio?
I said, excuse me. Ballerinas can fart too. No? Excuse me, I had to fart. I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me. Ballerinas can fart too. No?
She said, excuse me.
Yeah, she was very upset that they were laughing at her. She was like, I said excuse me like I was supposed to. What the fuck? Why you guys acting out of pocket now?
Yeah, you guys want to get crazy with me? Look. I said excuse me.
Then she goes back to ballerina.
Yeah. I gotta finish my routine, yo. Show must go on.
Excuse me. Ballerinas can fart too. No?
I love it. She wanted to put that in there. Public service announcement: ballerinas can fart too.
It's so good. What a cutie too.
See, this is the kind of weird shit we do on the Freak Show. You might get a little kid farting.
I like the Freak Show. It gets real freaky out here,
Hey, that's what the voiceover artist said at the beginning. It's time to get freaky. One time we did a little girl. She sang a song about what's inside your butt. That was fantastic. That one went viral.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully you've seen that.
I've heard that song. Yeah, that one was really good. That one was good. I remember when that one came out.
Okay, well maybe I can hit you. Maybe I can hit you with a song that you haven't heard. Would you like to hear Piano Cat's newest song?
I don't know Piano Cat, so let's go.
This is Barney the Piano Cat on keyboard. This is Jevin Rodriguez on bass and Julio Ortega on the drums. Julio Ortega, probably. I'm probably fucking his name up. So check this one out. This is the cat is actually playing the keyboard.
Decision.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
We're watching that again.
Oh my God, dude! This is fucking glorious. cat's looking so intently at the camera.
Oh, he's so proud of himself. Mad props to those dudes. They were able to really put that together.
Yeah, no, they did great. Like, it's so fucking funny.
The rest by the cat is like he was doing it on purpose.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a hell of a musician
back
right
up
there.
is so good.
I can't believe it auto-played Marjorie Taylor Greene on you. Like, nobody on the stream was hearing that, but like, Jason had Marjorie Taylor Greene in his ears.
I was like, oh sweet Jesus.
I'm sorry to do that to you. I'm sorry to do that to you.
I thought I was having Marjorie Taylor Greene derangement syndrome or some shit.
Facebook just wanted to autoplay. It was like, you've totally got to watch this before you can move on. Since we're doing fun stories, because this one's not going to be fun. So one's pretty tragic. We're gonna laugh about it, but it's still pretty fucking tragic.
Uh-oh.
But we're gonna do this one first, since this isn't tragedy. There's no death in this story. I don't think. Maybe the kid pulls out and gets hit after he leaves the gas station, but check this out. A kid decided to ride up in his new wheels.
They thought it was hilarious and great, and
check it out, an 11-year-old boy pulling up to a Visalia store to buy snacks in that pink battery-powered toy Hummer today. Fox 26 News reporter Myra Franco and our photojournalist Mona Farino went to Visalia today to see if they would run into the young boy who was caught on camera.
It's something you don't see every single day. A little boy was caught on camera driving his toy car to the nearest convenience store. My photojournalist Mondo and I spent a few minutes around the neighborhood trying to find out who this boy is. Well, when we stumbled across that pink Hummer, guess what? It was even parked in the driveway.
I see this kid in a pink car, and he's just like, he's owning it, and he doesn't care who's around, and so I just thought that was pretty neat.
Eric Sapien says he was pumping gas.
Wait. A bunch of strangers followed a kid around to catch him on his pink fucking Hummer? Like, I don't care if you're a reporter or not. Doesn't that seem kind of odd? Like, if you were his parents, would you be like, yo, sussy weirdos? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, we've got a lot of questions right here, because, like, why are the parents allowing a child just to drive down to the store in their fucking Hot Wheel? Is that what it is?
True, that too.
Power wheel, that's what that was, a power wheel.
Yeah, power wheel, there you go.
Did they get on the actual, now, perhaps their house is like right there, and that would be an explanation. So he didn't actually get on the road over here and stand a chance of being ran the fuck over.
He doesn't care who's around, and so I just thought that was pretty neat.
Eric Sapien says he was pumping gas at the Chino with Get and Go Monday morning when he spotted the boy, and says he just had to record it.
What I noticed is when he got in, when he was leaving, he opened the door. He said,
Wait.
That doesn't look like a little boy. That looks like he looks older. Like,
this is like a teenager riding up to the like gas station to buy some cigarettes or something. This is like an 18-year-old riding around in a Hot Wheel. I'm sorry, a Power Wheel. Let's go back to this.
With Get and Go Monday morning when he spotted the boy, and says he just had to record it.
What I noticed is when he got in, when he was leaving, he opened the door. He put his bag down, sat down. As he's backing out, he's looking over his shoulder, and You know, I mean, to me, he looked like maybe 10, 11, 12. I don't know, but he looks like a great driver already.
Hey, fucking do 10, 11, 12. He looks like he's got fucking facial hair, motherfucker. He looks like he's getting ready to go
like,
bang
he
his
looks tall as
girlfriend.
What the fuck?
He's like, I had to stop by here and fucking pick up some cigarettes and condoms before I go over to
Right.
my woman's house. What are you talking about, 10, 11?
Couple tall boys, you know.
Older and, you know, I mean, to me, he looked like maybe 10, 11, 12. I don't know, but he looks like a great driver already.
Plus, they've seen the boy before. Another said he saw the video and thought it was funny. Photojournalist Armando Carreño and I drove around the neighborhood near the store to see if we would run into the young boy in the video. And we did. The little pink Hummer parked in the driveway.
Let's go out cruising in the neighborhood to see if we can find...
Nobody's gonna think that's creepy. That seems perfectly normal.
Find the little boy riding around in the pink Hummer.
Like, I mean, you really, like, this is some serious investigative journalism for, like, a fluff piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fluff piece. Like, they really went out of their way to, like, try to find this shit.
I appreciate it. Look, he's holding a little plush. He's cool.
In the driveway.
Well, he really wasn't supposed to. He kind of snuck out. Sorry.
Okay. He is not a teenager. I mean, he might be 13. Like, he could be like 13, 14. He's probably 12, 13, something like that.
Well, Jason Perez.
I was surprised I had no idea.
About the video and the fact he snuck out Monday morning to buy
towards fruit and chicken and soda and this.
Jason, he struggles sometimes. He has some special needs. So he likes to get out and do his own thing every once in a while.
Fucking A.
Mom Amy
Seems like you did all right. Yeah.
relieved he's okay.
He's not in trouble, right?
No, he's not in trouble.
Instead, he's now the talk of the town.
Give him a fist bump for me and tell him I owe him a Mountain Dew because I just feel like he'd be a really cool kid to hang out with. Introduce him to my kids.
In Visalia, Myra Franco.
He'd be a really cool kid to hang out with. You fucking creep.
I'm going to introduce him to my kids so he can corrupt them as well. They can go out cruising for pussy in that pink Hummer.
He takes him to his house. His kids are just like stuffed dolls.
Oh, shit. No, I like this kid. I'm really into this kid. He seems cool. I hate that he seems so confident in himself when he's pulling up to the gas station. But then,
yeah, no, he's like a total. He's fucking doing his thing. You know, he's like in his element with it. You know, I ain't mad at him for it. Hell no, he's good. Now the people fucking driving around the neighborhood to find him like seems a little odd. You know, and like you know, and the other guy really intrigued to get him to his house. You know, I'm wondering about that shit. But you know, like. I mean, otherwise the kid seems cool as shit.
Well, not only the reporters being creepy about going out looking for him, but the fact that they narked him out to his mom.
Yeah. Fucking snitches get stitches, yo.
You did what on Monday morning? Huh? The news crew is out here saying you did what on Monday morning?
Yeah, could you imagine? Like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I don't know. I grew up in a different time. My dad would have whooped my fucking ass up and down the fucking street, yo. Like,
you say that, but like when I grew up, like me going and fucking walking way down the road and being somewhere completely different was like not out of the norm.
Like with me, I could do it, but it would be like, just tell me or leave a note or something. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but if
okay.
I just took off, like. No, nothing. Like they'd be like, "Where the fuck did he go?" You know.
Well, now,
but no, yeah, same. Like I used to go to the store by myself all the time, and do that kind of shit. Like it was all good.
It was. They just it was no. See, I grew up in the mountains of Eastern Kentucky, so it was no big thing that like me and my friends in the neighborhood, we'd be in the mountain all fucking day, right?
Oh yeah.
So that also, if I wanted to go walk to wherever the fucking town that we wanted to go to, which my mom probably wouldn't have been cool with that, she just thought I was in the mountain.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They're up in the mountains all day.
That's all right. Yeah, no trouble to get into.
Or we had a creek and like, because that's went and played out in the dirt. That's what the hillbillies did.
But yeah,
times.
desert rats weren't much different. We did, same shit, a lot of bike riding, a lot of dirt bike riding, shit like that, Skateboarding.
Oh,
That
man,
was my jam. I skateboarded all the fucking time.
The rich kids in my neighborhood had dirt bikes. I was so jealous. They owned like one of the restaurants in town. I was always so jealous of the fact that, like, they always had such cool shit, and then like one Christmas, both of them got fucking dirt bikes. Like my family wasn't, poor. We were, I always thought we were upper middle class, but that was just like the time period. I just happened to be, in 8th grade in 1998, and that just happened to be, everybody was a couple of classes above what they thought they were at that time.
No, for real.
We were actually poor. We were.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that my mom was going and test driving Mercedes and BMWs and shit around that time, it was just a product of the place and time that we were in.
Yeah, no, I feel that because my family was very similar that way. Is like on the surface it might look or appear like, oh, they were super well off. It's like actually, they just took out an exorbitant amount of debt. Let's be real about it,
Well, I mean, when it came to 1998, I would say that was the last time that wages were on par with kind of what the economy was. Still not, because Reagan fucking fucked up so much shit. But wages were more reflective of productivity in that one little period of the spurt of growth that we experienced as a country between 95 and 2000. And everybody was just kind of they were outsized in their place just by virtue of the rising tide lifts all boats, right?
Right. Ooh.
So yeah, I thought we were upper middle class as a kid. I look back on it oh no, I'm the son of a fucking road construction and dental receptionist, and we were lower middle class. Definitely I'm from one of the poorest areas of the world. LBJ launched the war on poverty just 30 minutes from where I'm from in eastern Kentucky.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I'm lucky that, lived in a nice house, had a middle class upbringing. Got to go on school trips to, LA and San Diego, and fucking was supposed to go to New York. Was supposed to go to Europe one time and didn't get a chance to. I can't remember why I dropped out of New York. I didn't go to Europe because I got a job at a radio station. Basically said, I'm going to work at the radio station all the time. I'm not gonna do this shit no more.
That's dope, though. Woo-wee.
Yeah, the program director for my radio station, he was the voice, right? So people would know who he was when he called, because he was the voice of radio in Eastern Kentucky. He would call the school and have the school be like, Justin, can you come to the office? And be like, you can check out now and go to work. This would be 2 hours before it's supposed to let out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. They could, because they needed
wild.
me. They needed me at the radio station.
Yeah, I thought I heard something about that. You've been in broadcasting since you were really young. I do remember hearing you say something about that. That's fucking wild, man.
It's all I've really ever done. I did retail photography for a couple of years, and I worked in a call center for a month one time and 3 days another time.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to be in a call center long term. There's an old adage about working in call centers, because I worked in many, and that's that everybody who goes to work in a call center is just trying to get off the phones, and it's true. Nobody that works in a call center wants to stay on the phones. Either you're going to move up far enough to where you're off the phones at the call center, or you're going to do something else with your fucking life besides being on the phones at the call center, But not very many people just want to do it.
didn't mind it. I enjoyed it, and I actually learned a few things. Because I was tech support for MSN Internet. Dial-up. That's how long this has been. I was tech support for MSN dial-up. This would have probably been like 2002, 2003. So we're talking like the only people that still had dial-up or that were signing up for dial-up were probably older. So that did make the tech support a little bit more difficult.
Oh no, yeah, that's the fucking worst. Okay, have you turned the power button on?
There was this trick though that there was an MS-DOS prompt that you could put into or you could put it into the command prompt. And I don't remember what it was, but this was, this worked on like Windows XP or maybe even before XP. And it was just like it reset all the DLLs and shit, and like 80% of the time it would fix everything in the call. So
right.
It was just like a magic fix for everything. I remember because it reset something in the registry. And
they're like, just let me have control of your computer. We'll get through this real quick.
Oh no, this is long before that. Holy well.
Oh, you had to walk them through it.
Yeah. I take that back. There were remote access because I remember having that at the radio station, and the time that the program director took control of my computer that I was on flipped me the fuck out because I didn't know that was a thing. Like remote access. So that like it was possible, but I want to say it was really expensive to do like remote access then. You had to have like special programs. All right.
Yeah, it was like go to work or something like that. I think it was the name of one of them. Some shit like that. I can't remember what it was. Go to or something.
Oh, I think this was like predates that.
Holy shit!
Because I remember that software. All right, I've got this is the grand finale of tonight.
Oh, let's go.
Are you ready for this one? But I said like we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna laugh about it, but also this is kind of tragic. So a motorist captured the video of a man dancing on top of a semi-trailer prior to getting knocked the fuck off the semi-trailer.
Ooh. Oh, fuck.
A motorist sitting in Houston traffic captured video of a man dancing on top of a truck prior to a bridge strike that ultimately claimed his life. Oop. I went through this earlier. I got to do this on a different browser. Hold on.
Back in a second.
It kicked you out again. I'm surprised that everything is held on the way it has tonight. I thought we were going to have issues. All right, Jason, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
So there is the dude.
Why do you do this?
There he is dancing. Well, I mean, internet clout.
Why?
So remember, guys, this is moments before his life ended. The tractor trailer went under a bridge and knocked him the fuck out. Now, he seems to know that because he's going over an underpass right there and he ducks down. So he seems to be aware that this is an issue that can happen. But it looks like he's dancing like he's got his back towards oncoming traffic there.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't seem like the smartest move.
Holy sweet Jesus, man.
So
this is not Teen Wolf.
According to the Houston Police Department, a red Kenworth tractor trailer was traveling southbound on Eastix Freeway when, without the truck driver's knowledge, a 25-year-old male jumped or climbed onto the truck's trailer. The male then began dancing and possibly recording himself.
Oh, no.
I know for a fact he was recording himself. This was going on for the gram. This was going on for the TikTok, right?
Don't be a punk.
As the 18-wheeler passed underneath the Tom Street Bridge.
Look at my pause face there. That was great.
You didn't pause for us, though. Jason, you still with us? Well, at least the issues have.
It really didn't want us to tell that story.
At least the tech issues waited until the end of the show, right?
Right. But no, like on the real though, like who the fuck does he think he is? He's not fucking Teen Wolf.
I've never seen Teen
Styles
Wolf.
ain't driving the truck.
This seems like something you would pull in like a video game. You gotta like jump onto the back of the truck in a Grand Theft Auto to pull off a heist or some shit.
Yeah. Like what the fuck is going on there? You know, like
extra points for dancing for the gram while you're up there.
Why are you faced away from where the fucking bridges are? Like, what on earth makes you think that's a good idea? Like, if you want to dance on the truck, at least if you dance facing the shit coming at you, you know what the fuck is coming at you. I don't mean to talk ill of the dead, but Jesus Christ, man. Like, you have no fucking idea of preservation of your own fucking life is what it appears. You know, like, I don't fucking know. You know, that's where I land with it.
But the gram and the TikTok, they really have. They fucked up people's incentives, putting their lines on the line for clicks. Motherfuckers, just be talented like me and Jason Society over here and do a goddamn Twitch stream.
Yeah, you know, get your shit together. Come on. Clean it up, y'all.
Selfie deaths are back. I love selfie. Yeah, we'd had a bit of a lull in selfie deaths during the pandemic.
Yeah, we did. That's what happens when everybody's got to stay inside and they can only take pictures of themselves on their couch wearing different clothes they'd go out in, but are otherwise just sitting in their living room.
Everybody getting on the OnlyFans.
You know, yeah, there you go. All right, guys. I'm not giving you guys my OnlyFans feet account. Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Why wouldn't you want to promote it on here?
It's not Jason Society's feats on OnlyFans. Like it would never be that.
I have an idea for an X-rated show. Maybe one of these days I'll go through with it, and we'll put it up on the Pornhub or something. We'll live stream it on Chatterbait.
Let's go.
Live free cams. Hey Jason, you want to come on and be co-host of my X-rated show this week? We're live on Chatterbait.
I mean, since you asked, you know, hey.
Well, the idea is a Troll Patrol like show, but we're watching porn and shit, making fun of porn. same deal, but porn related.
It could be actually pretty fucking funny because there's some pretty funny porn incidents. That's for damn sure.
Apparently, there's a dude that teaches like math classes and shit, and puts those videos up on Pornhub, and has gotten incredibly popular.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's fucking wild, dude.
Doing lessons on how to do math on porn.
There's like some people out there that just have like a teacher fetish and they're just like, teach me, daddy, teach me.
Maybe. The weird thing would be like scrolling through Pornhub and then coming across that video being like, I didn't know I was into this.
Right. This is really doing something for me.
Man, I found some fetishes that I never thought I'd be into.
Tell me more about the divisor. Tell me more about the divisor, Professor.
Oh, I'll Pythagorean your theorem. All right, Jason Society, my friend. It has been a pleasure to have you on. We do this at the end of the show every week. What did you learn tonight on the Friday Night Freak Show?
What did I learn tonight? Fuck, I feel like so much. Well,
we learned Mark Kelly's height.
We did learn Mark Kelly's height. That was a good one. We learned that you should definitely face towards objects that are coming at you when you dance on top of trucks. What did we? Oh, we learned that ballerinas fart.
Ballerinas can fart too. That is probably the most valuable piece of information on tonight's show.
I agree.
Oh, well, maybe the face, if you're dancing on top of a semi, maybe face, towards oncoming traffic. That might be the most valuable piece. Apparently, you can eat a chicken every day for 40 days, and it will make you incredibly sick of chicken.
Yeah, and you'll lose weight. He lost weight.
That's right. He said he lost like 12 pounds.
Yeah. So, hey, you want to lose weight, eat a rotisserie chicken every day.
You know, I bet because it's on a rotisserie, all the fat has dripped out of it. It's a more lean bird.
There you go. See,
that could be a reason for. We learned not to tell people to come to KFC on a Holocaust anniversary
holiday. Yeah. Like, let's not do that. That's a really bad idea. KFC, you shouldn't do that.
KFC learned a lesson on that one.
We learned that if you put in job applications and you're a kid, they'll give you Xboxes.
Ooh, that might be a good one. You have something you can do with your kid now.
Come on, sweetie. Daddy needs a new Xbox.
There you
tell
go.
Everybody you want one.
See, I have always thought that I was, smart for not having kids, but apparently if I had a kid, I could get an Xbox out of it.
Oh yeah, totally. Go exploit your children for Xboxes. This works.
Yes, we encourage everyone to exploit your children for Xboxes. That is Justin and Jason approved advice. Oh shit! Tell everybody where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Twitch at Jason_Society or on Twitter at Jason Society, all one word, or at YouTube at Jason_Society.
I need to go find you on the YouTube. I don't think I'm subbed to you on the YouTube.
Rock and roll, do it. I need more subs on there, anyways. I'm trying to build that up. That's my baby platform right now.
Absolutely, we'll do it. I'm bigger on YouTube, actually.
See?
Well, that actually has nothing to do with my political talk, though. It's because I have like a Bubble Guppies stupid ass John Cena video. It's got like 5 million views.
What? Really?
Yes.
Nice.
So, like, okay, you remember when those John Cena videos were big, and it was like, John Cena popped up and go, John Cena! Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Bubble Guppies opening where they're like, I'm Gomez, I'm blah, blah, I'm blah, and it's like, I'm John Cena!
Nice.
5.4 million views is what that has. And, that kind of makes me, I pour so much of my heart and soul into my political commentary, and I got videos that have like 4 or 5 views on them. Meanwhile, my Bubble Guppies video has 5.4 million views.
It's so good. That's fucking awesome, though. That's great.
And I own up to it. People are, people will be like, oh, nobody watches you. And I'm like, bitch, come, because I'm up to like almost 6 million because of, everything else on top of it. And I'm like, dude, I've got almost 6 million views on YouTube. And then they'll go be like, it's because of a Bubble Guppies video. And I was like, you said nobody watched me. I'm just telling you the facts.
You're like, yeah, well, actually, people did.
All right, Jason, my man, it was so fun having you on. When are you going to be streaming later on tonight? Do people need to tune in?
Yep, I will be streaming. I will be rocking and rolling and doing the thing. So,
are you on right now? We'll right into you.
I am on right now. We are doing the thing.
All right. Well, usually we rate into Echoplex, but since we've got our guest here, we might as well rate into Jason Society. If you're watching on Twitch, that's where you're heading. Go ahead, light one up, tip one back. It's all right to have a little fun before you hit the sack. I'm Justin Freakin. Thank you, Jason Society. We'll catch you later, man.
Thank you. Take care.